Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear. Got a quick unboxing to do. This is my latest order from Rivers Edge Cutlery. As always, when I get something from Rivers Edge Cutlery, I'm going to link them down below in the description because they're awesome, and I appreciate those guys over there. It has been a long day. I just got back from a hike and showered, so I apologize if I'm a little low energy. But I've used a lot of energy today. I went to a new spot that I've actually never been before with Nick Rogers from Designs. I've talked about him a lot lately because I went with him to USN, and he's already a buddy before that, but we went to a hiking trail that he knows well, and it was intense. It was a lot of incline, but it was fun. It was a really good hike, and yeah, this has been sitting on my desk waiting for me to unbox it, so we're just going to bust in and check it out. This is a Civivi, and I haven't reviewed all that many Civivis. I actually haven't even personally owned a ton of Civivis, but I've handled a lot of them. My brother owns a few. My dad's got one or two. I've had the Elementum. I've got the Baby Banter now. That's a Civivi. I've tried quite a few of their knives, and in my experience, honestly, if I were to distill in the best way that I right now can, the way I feel about Civivi, it's that their knives, in my experience, have all been good. Every one of them has been well made. They have good action. The steel seems to be pretty decent for the budget level that they're at. Their grinds are really good. Everything about them seems to be pretty dang good. I would say, in my opinion, they're probably leading the pack in terms of budget knives right now. That said, I don't really have all that much interest in budget knives these days, but they're some of the most commonly recommended budget knives from me to people looking for a budget knife. I've told plenty of people who've been looking for a budget knife, and they say they want to spend, I don't know, 50 bucks, 75 bucks, somewhere under 100 bucks. I'll say, pick a Civivi that you think looks cool and is about the size you think you want, and it will be a nice knife. And that's just been my experience with it. My brother-in-law, around last Christmas time, I did that. He now owns quite a few Civivis. Like, it's very easy to say, get a Civivi, in my opinion, because I don't know of many poor experiences. I'm sure now somebody's going to jump in the comments and talk about a Civivi that they had some terrible QC experience or something with. But anyway, I've had nothing but good experiences with them, and they seem to just be really, really good. I'm just not generally that interested in that sector of the market these days. Anyway, got a Rivers Edge Cutlery sticker, as always. Rivers Edge Cutlery card, as always. And a little invoice sticker thing in there. I'm not going to hold it up because it's just my information and what I ordered, which you're about to see. Bust into it. We have brown paper and the typical white Civivi box. Go ahead and just cut this little warning label. Just using the Avant because it's what is always on me these days, most of the time. Alright. Let's get into it. I've actually got to put a fresh edge on that. It's not like unbearably dull, but I've gone through the factory edge. It's done well, but it's time for a new one. All right. Civivi pouch, Civivi.com on the back. Super simple. This is, if you've seen a Civivi before, at least in recent times, you've seen all of this packaging before. Another Civivi sticker thing. A sticker of the Elementum. One of these actually came with my Baby Banter too. Civivi brand information, Civivi cloth, and the knife. Alright, so this is the new, is it mini or small? Mini. This is the Mini Asticus. I've heard quite a few Asticus jokes around the original sized Asticus. I'll let you deduct for yourself what those are. I now have a Mini Asticus. I guess that's just unavoidable. I don't know what Asticus means. Maybe I should have paid more attention in school. Anyway, this is the miniature version. They just released this. It's a just literal smaller version of an existing model. I had meant to check out the original Asticus for quite a while and just never did. Never pulled the trigger on one. Kind of is what it is. But then I saw that they made a mini one. This seemed more kind of my ideal size, and I think this version looks rad with this wood on it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce that. Mini Asticus Quibortia? Black Stonewash 10CR15. I don't know what Quibortia wood is. It's on here, it's spelled Cuibortia. Apparently that's a type of wood. I don't know. I'm sure I'm butchering that by the way that it sounded coming out of my mouth, but cool wooden scales and black blade. It's kind of a stone washed, coated, or coated and then stone washed. Yeah, this is running 10 CR 15 MOV. I don't know if I have personal experience with 10 CR 15 MOV. It falls, unfortunately, in that family of steels that is named in, I think, probably the worst way possible for something to be named. 10 CR 15 MOV just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't sound as cool as Nitro V or Crew Air or Maximet. Like, I think steels are more exciting when they sound cool. I don't know. Sue me. 10 CR 15 MOV sounds like a product code that no one's going to remember. Maybe I'm being harsh at the moment. But from what I've seen and heard about it, for the range this is in, I think it's pretty good. I'll have to freshen up on it. I want to say, I don't know. I'll be talking out of my butt if I if I pontificate about what I think the properties of this steel are. But it's better than 8CR 13 MOV. I can say that with confidence. That's that family of steel that I feel like has been used quite a bit. Not so much anymore, but is not that great. This is a step up from that, at least. Maybe 2 steps. I don't know. So yeah, this is running a hollow grind. And it's thin behind the edge. It's what I heard about the original one that got me interested in it. It's a really thin, slicey blade geometry. That profile is done really well. The edge that's on it, sticky sharp. That's a really good factory edge. So yeah, I think it looks cool with the black blade, black clip, black hardware, everything black except for these wooden scales. You can see even the liners are blacked out and they're super hollowed out. Look at all that skeletonizing that's been done in there. That's cool. Let's see if I can show you even on this side. There's some in there too. So yeah, not a super heavy knife. It feels like a good size to me. The regular one being so large, the mini of this feels like a normal size knife. This doesn't feel like a miniature knife to me. If you didn't know that there was a larger one, this would just feel like a normal size knife. In fact, it would probably make a little more sense if this was just called the Asticus and the other one was like the large Asticus or the Asticus XL or whatever. I don't know. It's been a long one. Sorry, guys. So yeah, it's out of the box. It's here. I don't really know what my plans are with this knife. Obviously, I plan on reviewing it, but it was just kind of an impulse buy. I didn't have a huge reason, not that I ever have a huge reason to buy a knife, but I wasn't like hunting for it or anything like that. I just saw Rivers Edge Cutlery post, hey, these are new, we have them. And so I went on the site and I picked one up. I think it was like $60. Is that right? It doesn't say how much I paid on here. I think it was right around there. So pretty typical Civivi pricing. Action feels like a Civivi. Nice and smooth right out of the box. Runs on bearings. It looks really cool. This is a good looking knife. I like the swedge. I like the grind. The blade shape is simple, but seems very functional. Ergos work for me. It feels nice in hand. It's deep carry pocket clip. Countersunk screws into it. These wood scales are really chamfered. Like, there's a lot of good happening here. So yeah, I like it quite a bit. Right out of the box, I'm impressed. So we'll see how it goes with time. I probably won't do first impressions with everything that's on my plate right now, but there will be a full review ultimately. And yeah, we'll see how it ends up going. But this is the Civivi Mini Asticus, and this is the wooden one with black. I don't know how else to describe that without sounding like an idiot. But yeah, cool knife. Glad I picked it up. Again, Rivers Edge Cutlery will be linked down below because those dudes are awesome, and they're one of my absolute favorite knife retailers that exist. They're just great. Speaking of which, I ordered this. I'm on the West Coast. They're in Ohio. So I ordered it, I want to say, I don't know, late morning. And literally, within 10 minutes of when I placed my order, I had my shipping notification. So they had already packed it, printed a label, and then I think by the end of that day, because I put in to get the alerts, like text message updates or whatever, I think by the end of that day I was already getting like, oh, scanned into the post office. Like, they are awesome over there. They're wizards in some ways. So anyway, it's here. now I've got another Civivi pouch to put somewhere, and a cool knife to go with it. So thanks for checking it out, guys. We'll see you on the next one.